People often ask me, what is the best gift that you can give to someone at Christmas time? I believe that the best gift that you can give to anybody is the gift of love. Because love is the greatest gift that you can ever give to mankind or womankind for that matter. And I want to read something to you all, and it's from the Bible, and it's 1 Corinthians 13. And I want to take this time to read it, and I'm reading from the Message Bible. And I want to read to you what it says. And it says, "If I speak with human eloquence and angelic ecstasy, but don't love, I'm nothing but the creaking of a rusty gate. If I speak God's word with power, revealing all his mysteries and making everything plain as day, and if I have faith that says to a mountain, jump, and it jumps, but I don't love, I'm nothing. If I give everything I own to the poor, like this Christmas time, you could give money to a good charity like Salvation Army. I know they have a lot of bell ringers this time of year, or Toys for Tots. If you give everything you own to the poor, and even go to the stake to be burned as a martyr, but I don't love, I've gotten nowhere. So no matter what I say, what I believe, and what I do, I'm bankrupt without love." So if you don't have love, if you don't show love in your heart, forgiveness in your heart, you're bankrupt without love. I don't want to be bankrupt when it comes to love. Love never gives up. Love cares more for others than for self. Love doesn't want what it doesn't have. Love doesn't strut, doesn't have a swelled head, doesn't force itself on others, isn't always me first, doesn't fly off the handle, doesn't keep score of the sins of others, doesn't revel when others grovel, takes pleasure in the flowering of truth, puts up with anything. You really gotta love if you're gonna put up with anything. Trusts God always, always looks for the best, never looks back, but keeps going to the end. Love never dies. Inspired speech will be over someday. Praying in tongues will end. Understanding will reach its limit. We know only a portion of the truth, and what we say about God is always incomplete. But when the complete arrives, our incompletes will be canceled. When I was an infant at my mother's breast, I gurgled and cooed like any infant. When I grew up, I left those infant ways for good. We don't yet see things clearly. We're squinting in a fog, peering through a mist. But it won't be long before the weather clears and the sun shines bright. We'll see it all then. See it as clearly as God sees, us knowing him directly just as he knows us. But for right now, until that completeness, we have three things to do to lead us toward the consummation. Trust steadily in God. Hope unswervingly. Love extravagantly. And the best of these three is love. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want you all to know one thing. Christmas is a time to love. And that is the name of the song that I'm going to do for all of you. And I hope that all of you enjoy it and listen closely to the words I have to say to you. Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time to love. Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time to love. Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time to love. Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time to love. We often start to worry and people get upset if things don't go alright on Christmas Day. What we should remember in all the push and shove is Christmas is a time to love. Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time to love. Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time to love. Maybe things don't sound right or look the way they should, and maybe they're not perfectly in tune. It really doesn't matter, let's keep our eyes above, 'cause Christmas is a time to love. Christmas is, yes it is. Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time to love. Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time to love. Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time to love. Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time, Christmas is a time to love. You know, if you have bitterness towards someone this Christmas, forgive them with love. Show them kindness. That's the best gift you can give someone this Christmas. God bless.